Yeah, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Okay, so let us see some basics of cloud computing again. Let us try to revise something and let us try to add some new things today. So what is cloud computing? Let us see some definitions from the official documents of different companies. So let us go with the Amazon first. What it says, cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining your physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and database on as needed basis from a cloud provider like AWS. It's very simply, it's a very simple definition, right? So this is what cloud computing is all about. So what we said yesterday, the on-premise data centers are not easy to manage, or not easy to maintain, or not easy to build. There is nothing in this on-premise data center actually. First of all, it will cost a lot of money. This is another data center somewhere actually. Okay, see. You can see someone is connected his laptop and he's working on a device actually. So there is some issue here. You can see his expression. Whenever there is some issue, it's very difficult to troubleshoot the issue, especially in a physical device. It can be a router, server, switch, firewall, or any device, or maybe a storage. So what you see in the background is actually a data center. We can see different racks here, and in the different racks, we can see different devices. There are some servers there are some routers. So we have totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 racks here. So there are approximately 100 devices connected in that particular 5 racks. Okay, so connecting these devices, maintaining these devices, configuring these devices, okay, upgrading these devices, troubleshooting these devices is not an easy job. It will take a lot of time. It will consume a lot of time, and you should have a lot of proper knowledge of your hardware machines and all those things. But anyhow, this was the way, this is the way still the computer networks operate in some companies. But if you go back in history, like 10 years before, or 30 years before, or 40 years before, this was a computer network we have in each and every company. This was a computer network we had in each and every company. So instead of buying, owning, and maintaining these data centers, what Amazon says, instead of buying, owning, and maintaining these on-premise networks, on-premise data centers, use a network which is there over a cloud. Use the data center which is there over a cloud. Like Amazon people are saying, we are providing you with huge resources. Whatever resources you need, whatever resources you want, we will provide everything to you. Just come to us, use the resources that are available with us, and pay according to your usage. When we see the pricing actually in coming classes, I'll show you how much money they will charge, or how much billing will come. The pricing will be so less that a company will not think of going back to the physical network actually. So less pricing will come. If you want to start your network, if you want to start any business, and if you want to take a computer network, the initial setup, or initial, the infrastructure cost is so high that it is not easy for any XYZ person to just spend that much money. It will be in crores of rupees. So instead of spending that much money on day one without any guarantee that the business can work, or without any guarantee that the company can get some uh, profits and all those things, instead of taking that headache, what we can do, we can just go to a cloud provider, and we can take the resources from them. We can use the resources, and according to our usage, we can pay money according to our usage. This is what cloud computing is offering all over the globe, to all the companies. So this is an excellent idea. So this is a win-win situation actually. It is a win situation for me. Suppose I have a company, it is indeed a win situation for the cloud provider. Let me just tell you one basic example here. Normally people feel like how that is possible, how they are getting that much profit and all those things. Now, for example, I'll take a server here, because server is the most important component we have in a computer network, right? So let us go and take a server. There is a concept here that is called virtualization. We will see virtualization concept in more details in coming classes. But let me just tell you one thing in a very simple and easy way. For example, imagine this is a server. This is a physical server. This physical server can be available in my location, or this physical server can be available somewhere in some other location. Okay. So let me just make this server a bit bigger. Okay, fine. So this is our server. Or imagine this is a server available at the cloud provider end. You know what we do on a server, whether it is a server machine or a computer or a laptop, you know this very well. Without operating system, these machines will not work. Now, if I ask you a question, how many operating systems are running as of now in your laptop or a desktop? Your answer will be only one. Only one OS is running, right? It can be Windows 10 or 8 or 11, whatever, but only one OS is running. Now, in this same way, my friend, in server machine also, only one operating system will run at the same time. In server machine also, only one operating system will run at the same time. So one operating system, one application. So actually the story is like this. One server, that is your physical server, one operating system, and one application. This is the whole concept. One server machine, physical machine, and in that one physical machine, we are running one operating system. It can be Windows Server operating system or Linux server operating system, whatever. Then we are running any one application. What is application? Anything that we connect over the internet is a application. It can be an email application, a web application, a file application, a database application, a gaming application, a banking application. Everything is under the application category. Okay, so application is running on OS and OS is running on server. So one server, one OS, one application. This is the whole story. Because of this concept only, if a company is running 100 servers, 100 applications, actually, you know, they need minimum 200 servers actually. Because if you run one application, you need one more server where we have to run the backup application. Got it? Where we have to run the backup application. So we need many servers there. Now, the concept of virtualization, you know what it will do? The question was how the companies, the cloud computing providers are gaining a lot of profits. How it is a win-win situation for both of us. We are the clients, actually, they are the providers, right? So how it is a win situation for them and how it is a win situation for us. So the concept here is actually virtualization. One is called physical machine, one is called virtual machine. Physical means that we can see, we can touch. Virtual means it is like a software machine. It is not a machine that you can see, you can touch. But this software machine also have the motherboard, the processor, the RAM, the hard disk. Okay, everything is there, but it is created like a software. For example, if I go and show you a document here, let us say this is one document here. This is like IP address document, whatever. So in this document, what you call this document, this is a document, or you call it as a file here, right? But you know, once I take the printout actually of this particular document, now what happens? This document, we call it as a hard copy. Remember the terminology, we call it as a soft copy and a hard copy. Hard copy means something which is there on a paper that we can touch, that we can carry with our hand. That is your hard copy. But what is soft copy? Soft copy is part of your machine. It is there within your machine, right? So there's the difference. So virtual machine means a machine that is present within a physical machine. Okay, so the concept here is all about virtualization. So what virtualization will do here is, virtualization will allow us to install multiple operating systems on a single physical machine. Okay, now listen. Over the cloud computing at the cloud data center, that is like our Amazon data center, Microsoft, Google, or any XYZ data center, they have hundreds and thousands of physical machines. They have some thousands of physical servers available at their data center. Now, out of all these thousands of servers, I have just taken one server here. Okay. Now, suppose a person is sitting somewhere in let's say Brazil. Okay. Another person is sitting somewhere in Australia. Someone is sitting in India. And maybe some person is sitting somewhere in, let us say, France. See, they are sitting in different locations, different geographical locations here, right? Now, the person who is sitting in Brazil, you know what he will do? He will connect to the Amazon data center. He will connect to the Amazon data center. In Amazon data center, like I said, there are many servers available. There are many physical servers available. Let me just show you one simple data center. This is what we have seen yesterday, right? So this is your Amazon data center, which is located somewhere. We will see all the locations, geographical locations, and all those things in coming classes. But as of now, this is the data center. Okay. So some person is sitting on the data center, and wait a second, please. I'll just make some changes here. Okay. I'll go with the paint only. Okay, much better now. Okay, so this is your physical server. So a person is sitting in Brazil. From Brazil, he is connected to Amazon data center. In Amazon data center, he is connected to one server. And you know what he is doing on this server? He is creating a server. He is creating a virtual server on this physical server. So technically, we call it as VM, virtual machine. Now, a person is sitting in India. Okay, from India, he is connected to the Amazon data center. Okay, and in that Amazon data center, he is connected to the same physical server. And what he will do on this same physical server, he will create a virtual machine. A person is sitting somewhere in Australia, and from Australia, he is connected to this server, same physical server. And what he will do in this physical server, he will create a virtual machine. And in this same way, someone is sitting in France. From France, he is connected to the Amazon data center, and maybe he's connected to the same physical server. And on this physical server, what he will do now? He will create a virtual machine. So in cloud computing, by using one physical server, a company in Brazil, a company in Australia, a company in India, and a company in France, they can run their web servers there. Physical server is only one, but India's company's web server is running in a virtual way. Brazil, Australia, France, all these companies' web servers are running in virtual way. They are working under a virtual machine. They are working inside a virtual machine. So on this single physical server, we can create some hundreds of virtual machines. Got it? This is the way the cloud providers are getting more benefit. So they have purchased one physical server, but how many people are connected to that physical server? Many people are connected. How many virtual machines are created on that physical server? Hundreds of virtual machines are created on that physical server. So if hundreds of virtual machines are created, that means hundreds of applications are running on one single physical machine. But if you go with the old traditional way, suppose before virtualization, if you want to install 100 applications, you know how many servers you need? You need 100 servers, minimum 100 servers you need, because one server, one application is the rule that we follow. One server, one application. So in the old traditional way, if you go with the 100 applications, then you should go with like 100 servers. Actually, you need 200 servers, because you know for every server you need a backup server. So you need totally 200 servers. But all these 200 servers, we can configure and we can manage on one physical server here. So this concept is actually virtualization. So virtualization is the concept that will be used in the cloud computing side, at the cloud computing data center. Amazon people, Microsoft people, Google, Oracle, HP, IBM, whoever is providing this cloud computing services to us, they will do this virtualization concept on their hardware, and they will allow us to create a server on that particular machine. So we are creating a machine there and we are running that machine. That's it. This is the whole concept. It's a very, very simple concept, my friend. Cloud computing concept is very simple and very beautiful concept. See, saving money is always a great thing for any company, right? If someone is saving like some money also, that is considered as a good advantage. So saving money is always the top priority for any company. Okay. And if you are saving huge money, then again, it is a Great option. So one of the best advantage we have in cloud computing is, as a user or as a customer or for as a client, I can save loads and loads of money, because by using one single physical machine, they are allowing me to create multiple virtual machines. I'll show you how to do that. I'll just go to my AWS account. This is just a very basic demo here. Yesterday also I showed you. Again, I'm repeating the same demo. You should access your account, like whatever company you are working, the company will provide you the account details actually. So by using that account details, you should log in and you should work. And for practical purpose, you should have your own accounts. In coming classes, we will see how to create the account and how to use that account to do all the practicals. One of the question yesterday was, what are the pre-requirements? Means what hardware we need, what about the laptop and desktop. So if you have at least 4 GB, that is more than enough. Okay, a working computer with 4 GB RAM and suppose one internet connection is more than enough for you to do all the practicals. The second thing what we need here is we need to create an account. Done. Now there is a concept called Ec2 Vm. We said here, right? Vm means virtual machine. So there are certain terminologies we need to discuss in coming classes. VM is virtual machine. Ec2 is also known as a virtual machine. So there are different terminologies used by different companies. So Ec2 means elastic compute cloud. Elastic means, you know, we can increase and decrease the resources at any given time. So that is the reason they said elastic compute cloud. Anyhow, I'm just saying launch instance here. So once you say launch instance, it is asking me to enter a name. So suppose I am saying my web server. What I said, I just said my web server. And here I will select the operating system. See, you can see many operating systems here. Ubuntu Linux, maybe you heard about Ubuntu. Microsoft, you know this very well. Red Hat is obviously the most famous. Ubuntu and Red Hat are the most famous flavors from your Linux operating system. SUSE is also very famous. AWS have their own Linux actually. It is called AWS Linux. Okay, then we have Mac OS also. We have Debian. So if you go and browse this AMIs means Amazon Machine Images, you will see many more different AMIs available there. AMIs means your operating systems. Okay, but for practical purpose, I can go with any one of these operating system. Okay, so I can select any OS. So let me go with like AWS. Should I go with like Ubuntu or should I go with AWS Linux? Any Linux I can select, like I said you. Just a second, please. Okay, fine. So I'll go with this Ubuntu operating system. In coming classes, I will show you how to go with AWS Linux, Microsoft servers, and hopefully Red Hat or some other OS also. But overall, everything will be same. But I'll still go with this Ubuntu Linux. So once you go with this Ubuntu Linux, you know what it will do? It will ask you to select your EC2 instance. But what I'm trying to show you here is, remember, we just now discussed about the virtualization concept. So here it shows you clearly that is it is using some virtualization here. It is saying HVM, hardware virtualization, that we will see more in details in coming classes. But can you see it is showing clearly that is you're running this machine on a virtualization environment. You're not running your Ubuntu operating system directly on a physical machine. Okay, physical machine is there, but that physical machine is used by many other people. Now, will it affect my machine performance? No. Will it affect the physical machine performance? No. This technology is designed for this purpose only. This particular technology is designed for this purpose only. So there will not be any issue here. You will not get any issue. You will not face any issue here for sure. So the technology in the background that is running is the virtualization technology. Remember, I told you, if you want to learn cloud computing, one of the basic thing you should learn is the virtualization technology. You should understand here is the virtualization technology. So coming to this virtualization technology, we will see this virtualization technology after a couple of days. See, this is the requirement, virtualization. What is virtualization and how it works? All these details we will see. Okay. So as of now, just see, this is the virtualization technology. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do here is I'll come down. There are some more options available here. Like, T2 micron, it is saying select your machine with so-and-so configuration. For this machine, if you can see, it is showing 1 GB RAM. If I just scroll down here, can you see here C4 4X large? This is some model and it is saying 30 GB RAM. So it is showing me all the available machines. So I can select a machine for my use. So I'm selecting which machine here? I'm selecting this machine T2 micro with 1 GB RAM. Okay. Now there is something called key pair. No need to worry about key pair as of now. I'm just selecting key pair, but I'll explain key pair in more details, network setting, all these things. It will take 10 classes. This is a very basic demo to show you like how things are working over the cloud. Instance type is also there exactly. It will take at least one class for me to explain what are the different instance types at T2 micron, T1 micron. Okay, we have different types of instances here. Fine. So I can see VPC here. There is something called VPC, public subnet, blah, blah, blah. And there is something called security group. Security group is actually your firewall. So we need to provide some security. So I'm providing that security by using my existing security group. But in coming classes, we will see our own security group. Then number of instances, how many machines we need to launch here. I'm launching only one machine here. Yeah, there is something called on-demand instance. There is something called spot instance. We have different types of instances here. Okay, so when we go with that EC2 topic, Praveen, then we will see what are the different types of instances available and when and which scenario we should go with which instance. So all these things we will see. As of now, what I have done, I have just created my machine. So my machine is ready now. See, it is running. I'll do one thing. What I'll do, I'll just connect to this machine first. See, connect. And where should I connect? There is a place where my key is available. So I think it is available here. Yeah, my key. Get bish. Paste. I have just connected myself to my machine. Means I have just created a machine over the cloud and I have connected myself to that particular machine. Now what we will do here is for practical purpose, I will configure a web server there. See, this is my machine. Only one machine is running as of now. Can you see there is something called public IP address here and there is something called private IP address. These are two different IPs. IP addressing is again a very major topic. It will take 3 to 4 classes for us. So no need to worry about IP addresses as of now. But one basic thing here, public IP means that is working over the internet. Private IP means that is working within the company. So what I have to do now, I will configure this machine as a web server. And by using this IP 3.85.35.142, by using this IP address from your location, wherever you are located, maybe someone is in Hyderabad, maybe someone is out of India. So from wherever you're located, you can access my web server. So within next 5 minutes, I will show you how to configure a web server, a basic demo. We will see many configurations in our regular classes, but a basic demo here. Let us just see how easy it is to use cloud computing concept and how important it is nowadays for all the companies, all the organizations. Okay, so I'll just connect to the machine. Actually, I have already connected there. I'm doing some configuration here. First of all, I'm changing myself to the root user. If someone has the knowledge of Linux administration here, they know what exactly I'm doing here. So what is sudo, what is root, all these things we will see in more details. So I'll just say apt-get update. I'm just updating my operating system. See, this is a machine which is running in the cloud. Right now you are connected to this machine which is running in a cloud and that is running in Amazon data center. And you know where it is running? It is actually running in North Virginia. I have selected the region as North Virginia. So how far is North Virginia from Hyderabad? Hyderabad to North Virginia. Let's say distance. See, my friend, it is 13,458 kilometers. 13,000 is not a joke, right? Say I'm somewhere in India, in Hyderabad, and my EC2 server is running somewhere in North Virginia region. There is no issue which I can say as of now, right? I'm able to access everything easily. I'm able to configure everything easily. So I just did some configuration there in that machine. Now I'll do one more thing. That is, I'll say apt get install Apache 2. It is asking me something. I'm just saying S here. That's it, my friend. I have just configured a very basic web server here. Let us test our web server now. What is the IP address of this web server? This is the IP 3.85.35.142. I'll just copy this IP address in our chat box. You can see that clearly, right? If anyone is sitting on laptop or desktop, can you just put this IP in your browser 3.85.35.142 and tell me what exactly you will see there? This is a very basic web server. Nothing yet is configured till now actually. Just enter this IP in your browser 3.85.35.142 and tell me if you can connect to my web server or not.
It is coming as Apache 2 default page and Ubuntu it is coming.
Exactly. I'll show the web server from my machine now. Let us see if it is matching with your web server. So remember, I told you I just configure a default server there. Internally, web pages and all things will be added. So it is coming like this only, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. So this is the web server that is up. It is ready now. Okay. Web server has some content, right? It should have some web pages and all this information should be there. So there is a different thing that hopefully we will see some in other classes. There are many classes where we need to configure web servers for load balancing, auto scaling. There are many things we need to learn. But as of now, what I did here, it took me only 10 minutes to configure a web server. It took me 10 minutes because we are like, discussing here, right? I was explaining something, then I was configuring something. But without explanation, if I do the configuration, it will take me hardly 2 minutes to make my server ready, my web server ready, and anyone from any place can access my web server. This is your cloud computing, my friend. So how easy it is now to run our applications and run our services over the internet or within the company, wherever. This is the reason, this is one of the reasons why cloud computing is in huge demand. Of course, companies are saving money and it is very easy to manage, easy to use. It's not complicated. Things are very easily designed for us. Okay. Now, if I go and say, select this machine and suppose if I say terminate instance means I'm deleting this instance permanently. I just showed you a demo. I'm deleting the demo. I'm deleting the machine now. Now, if you again refresh your page, you will not get anything there actually. You can try by yourself there. Just try to refresh. And if you refresh, the machine is already getting shut down here. So it will be terminated within like 5-10 seconds. That's it. You cannot access my web server now. Still it is showing shutting down. So hopefully it will not come there. Let it shut down completely. Yeah, now it is showing terminated. That means that machine that I have created is deleted permanently now. Now, can you just enter the same IP address 3. whatever IP was there?
So right now it was, disconnected.
It is disconnected. You're not able to see it right now. When you connect to Netflix or Flipkart or Google or Facebook or Yahoo, you are connected to that machine in the same way, right? Right now we connected by using the IP address, but we will connect by using the name. Okay. If you go to CMD, I hope everyone knows how to come here. There is a command here called ping. And if you say ping Google google.com. So once is a ping google.com, it will show the IP address of Google. Actually, every website has a IP, minimum one IP will be there. There are certain websites where there are multiple IPs. Like when I'm pinging to google.com, it is showing me 142.250.183.238. If you ping from your location, maybe you're in some other city, some other country, you may get some other IP address there. Okay, so I'll just copy this IP address. I go to browser. I paste the IP, same IP 142.250.183.223. See where I'm connected now? I'm connected to Google. So IP address is the backbone of any network. So by using IP address, we will make communication. Okay, so name is a domain name, which is more easier for us to access. Till now, maybe no one has seen the Google IP address before. Maybe there is a chance that no one has saw the Google IP address till now. But right now we have seen a Google IP and we are able to connect to the Google server by using that Google IP. So every website has an IP. So by using IP, we can connect, or by using the name also we can connect. Okay, so the web server that we have launched in our AWS right now over the cloud, we were able to access that web server by using the IP address. Okay, so who knows Google is working on which cloud platform? Okay, Google has its own cloud platform, right? So it is working obviously on Google cloud platform. But suppose if you go with a company like Netflix, it is working on AWS cloud. If you go with suppose a company like Flipkart or a website like Flipkart, it is working on this AWS. So if you access, or whenever you access any website as a user, as an end user, we have zero idea whether that particular application is running on a physical machine or a virtual machine. We are not worried about that, right? What we are worried about our accessing. I need to access Gmail server 24/7. I need to access my Facebook account or Instagram account or whatever is there. I need to access these accounts anytime 24/7. I need to pay my electricity bill. So there is a particular app. I need to pay my house tax. So there is a particular app. I need to book my flight ticket or a bus ticket. So there is a particular app or a website. So I need to connect to those places every time. That is me as a customer. That is 99% people all over the globe, or maybe 99.9% people all over the globe. So remaining that 1% people are cloud administrators and administrators who are taking care of those applications, taking care of those services. And what they are taking care? They are taking care that those applications should run every time without any delay. So just now I created a web server. One web server is running. For one web server, is it sufficient? No. So what we do in coming classes, we will see a concept called load balancing. In load balancing, we will see, okay, if many people are coming to this server, like suppose, for example, there is a server. Imagine this is our server. Okay, to this server, maybe it can handle, let us say, 2000 requests per second. It is able to handle 2000 requests. But suddenly the requests are like 25,000 now. No one knows when the request will, when the traffic will increase on a particular website. Like suppose someone has put a advertisement over a website. They said like, okay, iPhone 10 or iPhone 11 is only in 25,000 rupees. Just imagine what will happen to that website. Or suppose, there is a FIFA World Cup coming now. Suppose they are, putting the tickets on sale. Maybe like till today, maybe 2000 people are connected to the FIFA website, the football website. And suppose once they put this ticket sale on the website, maybe 25,000 people are hitting the website per second. So can you say like this particular server can handle 25,000 requests per second? No, it can handle up to 2000. It can handle up to 2000. But how many requests are coming here? 25,000. So, there is a good concept in cloud computing. Exactly. The website will crash actually. That is what it will happen. The website will crash. So there is a concept in cloud that is called auto scaling. You know what auto scaling will do? If the requests are increasing, it will automatically add same web servers again. Suppose there are two web servers running, same web server with two copies. And if the request is increasing, then what auto scaling option will do? It will add the third web server automatically. Again, if the requests are increasing, the traffic is increasing, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, like how much traffic is increasing according to our configuration, that many servers will be added. Now, after 3 days, 4 days, then what happens? The traffic will go down. Once everyone knows like, okay, already the tickets are sold out, there are no tickets available, then no one is going to that FIFA website, right? Job done. The tickets will go down. The traffic will go down. So once the traffic is go down, what happens? What the auto scaling option will do? It will slowly remove all the machines there. So we need minimum 2 machines. So automatically it will add servers and automatically it will remove servers. See again, such a easy concept and such a good concept. Because of these features that are available in cloud computing, because of the options that are available in cloud computing is in so much in demand. See, nothing will come in demand automatically, right? You know, when you play some games over the internet, how many games are available over the internet? There are some thousands of games available, right? But if I ask you to say any game name or some games name, maybe you can say 3, 5, 10 games name. But maybe there are like 50,000 games available. But there are certain games which become more famous because of the way they are designed, or because of the way they are, like, you know, options are available in all those things. So same concept here. Cloud computing is a very, very beautiful concept which will help a company or an administrator to design their network in a virtual environment and to run their network very easily and very smoothly over the virtual environment. And the other thing is, whatever we are using, that much we are paying. If you are using more resources for a couple of months, then you are getting more bill. If you are using less resources, you are getting less bill. According to this, it will work. You know, 3 days before, my son is going to the school for the first time in nursery. So when I went to the bookstore to purchase some bags and books and everything, it was like a huge rush was coming there. Because right now, this is the starting of the academic year, right? In India, in all the states, all the places. So they are bringing many books, they are bringing many pencils and pens and erasers and all those things. So people are coming in, they're purchasing everything. But after 1 month, will it be like this only? Of course, no. The demand will decrease, no. So web server is something like this. Application server is something like this. The demand will increase or decrease. The request will increase or decrease. Technically, we call it as traffic. The traffic will increase or decrease. And every city, there are some peak hours, right? Morning, like, you know, 7 a.m. to like 11 a.m. That is peak hours. So there is more traffic there. Evening, again, there is a peak hour. So the network traffic we need to manage. So we have so many options available in cloud that we can use and that we can manage our network perfectly. Got it? So this is a bit, I hope you understood the cloud computing much better way today. So this is what cloud computing is offering us. It is offering scalability, flexibility, elasticity. It is offering proper backup. It is offering us proper security. Okay, so whenever I say scalability, security, backup, as of now, I am saying theoretically, but we need to see this thing practically in coming classes. This is the way the cloud computing concept is designed. So this is the best presentation actually. Cloud computing, servers, storage, applications, networking, database, everything we can keep there. What else is left? Actually, nothing is left. Servers are there, storage are there, application, networking, database, everything we will keep over the cloud. Okay, so this is Amazon, and what Microsoft says, it says, simply put, cloud computing is a delivery of computing services, including server, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, intelligence over the internet. You just need to have the internet connection, and then you need to have the account in maybe Microsoft or maybe Amazon or maybe Google or maybe wherever. We are not discussing anything about the cloud provider. We are simply learning the overview of cloud, right? What is cloud? Then we will select what the cloud providers and which one is a better cloud provider. Then we can discuss those things. Okay. You typically pay only for the cloud services you use, helping lower your operating cost, run your infrastructure more efficiently, and scale as your business need change. Scale up and scale down as your business needs change. No business is constant, right? The business will increase and decrease. Whatever business you think, if it is online or offline or whatever, the business will go up and down. So there are certain times where the business will be at the peak, and there are certain times the business will be at the average level. And you know, there are certain times the business will be very low. Like again, if you go to that bookstore, maybe like 15 days before there were holidays, who was visiting the bookstore? Hardly like 1 or 2 people to buy something. But now every day hundreds of people are visiting. So it is same there. Internet business is also same. There are certain places where the business will increase. So cloud computing is offering us so many things that it can help us manage our networks very easily. So whatever definition you read, whether it is from Microsoft or Amazon or IBM or Citrix or Salesforce, it says only one thing. That is, instead of managing your resources at your end, Come to us, we will manage your resources, you run your application. That's it. That is the whole concept of cloud. Okay, friends, so this is what cloud computing is all about. I hope it is more clear now. I hope where exactly, where exactly you're moving and what exactly you need to learn in cloud computing. And there are many more things you can see in this slide actually. So slowly and steadily, we will see more things. But starting 3, 4 classes, 5 classes, we'll just try to go in as easy way as possible. Once you know the concept, once you know where exactly you're moving, then you can pick up the speed. But as of now, for today, I think this much is enough. Okay, there is a question here like why we need to generate a key pair. Key pair is actually most important part, one of the most important part of your virtual machine. Key, like suppose there is some house wherever you're located, you have your own house. Suppose there is a lock. Of course, there will be lock to your house, right? Once you go out, your lock has a key. Now tell me how many people have that key? Of course, you have the key. Who else have the key? Do I have your key or do you have my key? No, right? So key is actually a password. So whenever you launch a machine, it will generate a key. One key will be available with me. The another key will be available in the AWS data center. AWS data center. So they will match my key and their key. If the key is matching, then only I can access that machine. Remember, I told you security is very well designed in cloud. So by using this key pair, we can provide better security. No person can access the server except you or except me, because the key pair is available with you and the key pair is available with me. So whenever I go for a class, I'll download the key. So this is a key. This is my key for some class, actually some batch. So if I just right click and say open with notepad, this is the key, my friend. So this key is there in my machine and one more key will be there in the Amazon database. So they will match my key and their key. If the keys are matching, then they will allow me to connect to my web server or allow me to connect to my server actually. Allow me to connect to my server. So that is the key. It will take around half an hour more for me to explain about key. When we go with the topic, we will see. But as of now, this is what key is all about. It is like a password that we need to have with us. If the password is available with us, then only we can access the key. In case for some reason the key is deleted, then it is not possible to connect to that machine now. Without the password, you cannot connect. Okay. Yeah, Chandrakant, I can see you are the only person who came today. Actually, all the people I have seen from yesterday. So the question here is any prerequisites knowledge needed to do this course, as this is my first class. Okay. I'm not sure you're from which background, but let us imagine you're from you're a completely fresher. Fresher means you just finish your bachelor's, master's, whatever group you have done. Maybe BCom, maybe BSc, maybe, BTech, in BTech, maybe civil or, okay, you did MC, then it is good actually. But, anyhow, if you are from any background, then, you're eligible to go with cloud computing. I repeat, if you are from any XYZ background, maybe if you have done MBBS or maybe if you are a LLB graduate, like a lawyer or whatever, you can still learn cloud computing. That is the beauty of cloud computing. It is open for all. But having said that, there are certain pre-requirements we have. You should have some concepts of servers. You should know something about IP address. You should know something about virtualization. Today, you got some taste of virtualization, right? I told you, like, by taking one physical server, we can run multiple virtual machines. It was looking good, right? That concept is a good concept. By taking one machine, you are running 300 machines inside one machine. So there is a virtualization concept. So like this, you should know some basics. If I say there are no pre-requirements, I'm not 100% correct here. There are certain pre-requirements. So whatever pre-requirements are there, I'll cover all the pre-requirements. So what you see right now on your screen are some of the pre-requirements you should know. So I'll cover each and everything whenever we need that particular topic to be covered. So if you are a fresher without any knowledge of anything about computer networks, if you know how to use a computer, if you have an internet connection, that's it, my friend. You're at the right place. You can learn everything from scratch up to the advanced level. So this course curriculum is designed for any person with the zero knowledge or a person with some basic knowledge or some knowledge from any administration like Windows or Linux or network. Got it? So no need to worry about pre-requirements. You are more than ready for this particular course. And in case if you want to go to go to my yesterday's class, you can just go to the YouTube, and on YouTube that yesterday class is available. You can just go through this YouTube class, the yesterday's class. And this class also will be uploaded on YouTube within like couple of hours. So if you want to go there and see something which you have missed, maybe in case, then you can go there and you can just revise this class. Okay. So each and every class is recorded. And like I said, you starting 2 to 3 recorded classes will be available on YouTube. After that, the classes will be shared only with people who register for this course. But as of now, today class, and maximum tomorrow class will be uploaded on YouTube. That's it. But from Monday, the classes will be shared and the link will be shared only with the registered people. Okay, so recorded class will be available. And okay, I'll just ask a simple question actually. You know, in our career, actually, there are 4 stages. One is learning. Second one is exam. Exam, I'll go in more details in coming sessions. Second one is exam. Third one is interview. And the fourth one is job or work or whatever you say. These are the actually 4 stages of any career. Like if you go with like a programming language like Python, there also we need to learn, there is an exam, there is an interview, there is a job. So my question to you is, out of these 4 stages, according to you, which stage is a bit difficult? What you feel, according to you, what is a bit difficult?
Obviously it is a job, getting the job.
Okay, getting the job is difficult.
Not only everything is hard while we are going to be learning, so definitely we'll be face the so many shades in that one, then we'll be get to know. But finally our destination is the job. So once we will be get the job means, then almost will get just like that the satisfaction, just like the satisfaction will become.
Yeah, you know, once you get a job, actually, let us talk generally, let us talk like friends in a way. Once you get a job, a person will become more lazy because, you know, daily he will go to the company and daily he will see the same work, repeated work again and again. Like, you know, is it difficult for a cook to cook biryani? Is it difficult for a chef to cook biryani? For me, it is difficult. Maybe for you, it is difficult. But people who knows how to cook biryani, it's a very big dish, right? There are many things we need to add in it. So then only the taste will come. But for that purpose, for that person, it is not difficult to cook biryani. So that is his job. Okay. Job is not a difficult thing. Remember that, my friend. Interview is not difficult. Interview is what you know. They are asking questions from them. From there, if someone asks me the question like, what is the capital of India? I will say New Delhi. What is the capital of Telangana? I'll say Hyderabad. If someone asks me a question somewhere from an African country or from a European country, which I don't know, maybe I cannot answer, right? So interview is not difficult. Examination, they will ask you a question like 2 plus 2 is how much? You can say 4. Okay, they're not asking 2 plus 2 is how much. I'm just giving the example. So forget about jobs. Jobs means what you learn, that is what you do. Jobs, interviews, and exams are the easiest thing. You should not worry about this. Now, the only thing that you should concentrate more, I'm not saying worry here, but I'm just saying concentrate more, is the learning process. Learning process will be always having some hurdles. It will not be easy, my friend. I'm saying, okay, 70 to 75% things will be like very smooth. Today, I just created a web server. I asked you to access the web server. Then I said, if the more traffic is coming to the web server, the automatically servers will increase. It was not a big deal to understand this concept, right? You understood this very well. I know that. Okay. But there are certain topics where we need to put some extra efforts. So out of these 4, I'm not saying learning is difficult, but I'm saying learning is a place where we need to put some extra efforts. That's it. And this is the time, or this is the process where you will be spending time with me, hopefully. So forget about exams, my friend. There is an online exam. I'll discuss all the details of online exams. You will feel like, oh, online exam is the easiest thing maybe. And coming to interview, globally, interview questions will be same. I will share some interview questions with you. So wherever you go, interview questions will remain same. Especially like you're applying for the job on cloud computing, questions will be same. And in case if you're applying a job on, suppose say Java, the interview questions will be same. And coming to job, nothing will be there in job. Whatever you know, that is what you have to do. That's it. So this is the place where you should spend some extra time. So let us make this learning process more interesting. more easy, and it should be like, if I say fun, maybe I'm not using the terminology. I'm not misusing the terminology, but it should be very interesting actually. So then the remaining things will be easy. So next 45 days, if you learn the concept very well, then exams and interviews and jobs, there will not be any issue for you for sure. Okay. With this, you are getting the recorded classes. So recorded classes will help you a lot in gaining more knowledge. And in case if you miss any class, you can go back to the recorded class at any given time and you can just revise this. Recorded classes will be available with you for next 1 year. 1 year is too much time, my friend. After 1 year, you know, many things will change. Anyhow, after 1 year, you will not be looking back to these recorded classes for sure. But the recorded classes will be there with you for 1 year. And everything you are getting in this much, right? Okay, so that was the session for today. I'm done from my side. If there is anything else to discuss, we will see. I'll be here for like some more time for you. So if there is anything to say, anything to ask, anything to say, discuss, whatever, let us go in those questions now.
Shakeel, can you go to command line? I think you have entered ping google.com. Even I'm also just say okay, that's the same thing.
Okay, you are getting the same IP, but you know, many cases when people connect, they will get different IPs. Maybe you're somewhere like
no. Actually, I thought like that. Here it is IP address will become. So that is only I thought like. But I think yours is mine is completely different.
Yeah, your IP is different, right? Compared to my IP.
It is coming as a 4 letters only, 4 letters, not 4 letters like that.
Actually, you are getting IP version 6 there. 4 letters means you are getting some alphabets also in between A, B, C, D, E, F.
Perfect.
That is your IP version 6. So they are using IP version 4 as well as IP version 6. I'm not sure from where you are attending this session.
I'm attending from the Hyderabad.
Hyderabad only. So you are getting IP version 6 there. Google has many IP addresses. One IP is not sufficient.
Understood. Even I thought like that might be the IP address will become just like that 192 dot like that only. I was failed. I failed by myself. I was failed like that.
No.
Another something which is a wrong question might be. I got an idea. Yeah, I got an idea like that. So while we are going to be discussing from the physical device to virtualization, I got an idea. So why don't we take one physical device and why don't we made it as the many more virtual just like that. I got an idea. If I'm going to be put one company, then why don't I have to think like that? I got an idea.
There is not
next question. Let me complete.
Yeah, please continue.
Another the question was arised while I'm going to be thinking in that way. Okay, this AWS is people is they are going to be creating the virtualization the more than 100 or the something the more than more numbers. But how much capacity it is have? So that is only another question.
Okay, fine. See, to answer your first question, you know, my friend, virtualization is a technology which is there for last 3 decades. So your question is, why can't we take one server and why can't we install all the servers or all the applications in one server, right? Actually, we are doing this for last 20 years or maybe like 25 years. Can you see here? I have written here. One is a physical setup. Second one is a virtualization. Now we are into cloud. Because of this virtualization only, the cloud computing concept came into existence. Because of this virtualization. We have not seen anything about virtualization today, my friend. We have just saw like maybe a definition or a very basic thing. I'll take you through virtualization in more details. When I take you through virtualization, see, I am training people on virtualization from 2016. Actually, I have trained many people on virtualization. Virtualization technologies are like this. There is something called VMware, ESXi, VMware vSphere ESXi server. Then there is something called Microsoft Hyper V. Then there is something called Citrix Zen servers.
Yes.
These are very famous. So till today, many companies are still using virtualization technology. I repeat, till today, many companies are still using virtualization technology. You know what they do? Okay, I'll give a basic idea now. Suppose they need 100 servers to run applications. So instead of taking 100 servers, you know what they do? They just take 3 physical servers now. They have taken 3 physical servers. And what they do in these 3 physical servers, they will run the virtual servers. Imagine the green color one is the virtual server. So this concept is still available. This concept is still available in company. But as of now, if you go to that concept, it will be putting like too much burden on the freshers. So I'm just not going there now, but I have to go there without understanding the concept of virtualization. There are many concepts that you cannot understand in cloud.
Yes.
That concept is there, so we will see that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It is so right now we are going to be connecting with the Citrix means then now we are going to be connected to virtual machine itself. Is that right?
Exactly.
Citrix sometimes the virtual machine VMware. So when I am working for 2011, also I was using VMware. Yes.
Yeah, that is it. Actually, Amazon people use Citrix virtualization only.
Okay.
They have the Citrix virtualization in the database.
I think I have asked another question. How much capacity it will be? If you have an idea, I'm not going to be here.
See, okay. You know, no data center has revealed anywhere like how much capacity they have, like Amazon or Microsoft or Google. But you know, according to surveys, you know what survey says here is whatever capacity Amazon have, whatever capacity of servers and storage Amazon have. The second one is Microsoft. Then it is Google. Like, you know, if you go in the numbering wise, first one is Amazon, second is Microsoft, third one is Google. So if you combine Microsoft and Google capacity, the storage and the servers and all those things, it will not be still even close to Amazon.
Shakeel, I have another question. While you are going to be explaining auto scaling, I was found one question. So when I am doing the application, so usually I will be go with the load balancing. Load balancing, I think you have an idea about it.
Yeah, without load balancing, we cannot see auto scaling.
So for one server, then we can create the more than one instance like that. Even the auto scaling is also, it will become under the same concept. I was referring the auto scaling as per the request and traffic automatically. Here, based upon the traffic only, then the EC2 instances will be increased as well as the decrease.
Exactly.
Like that only I was written here.
Yeah, that's it. That is the auto scaling. Actually, today only in my some other class, I started discussing auto scaling, so not yet finished. So that is what I said based on the request. These are my running notes actually.
First question is
sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, the classes timing is always 10:30 to 11:30, right?
Exactly, 10:30 to 11:30 or up to 11:40.
Can it be changed 7 to 8 or 8 to 9 because sometime I'm not able to join because of my job.
Yeah. Sometimes how many days a week?
Like today, I'm very late today. I have joined after 11.
Okay, so the problem here is I'm not sure what's your name because I can't see your name there. Very sorry for that.
I am Manisha.
Yeah, Manisha. So the problem here is I have some other classes before this class. So this new class we are going to start at 10:30 only. Maybe I can go up to like 10:45. That much I can do, but before this time, I'm not sure there is any slot available for me as of now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And coming back to your question, Praveen, like your question was auto scaling and all those things. Okay, we'll see in more details in coming classes.
No. Actually, my question is very simple for understanding. Whether auto scaling and the load balancing is the same concept or the different. That one is first one.
They both are different concepts, but they both work together.
Okay.
They both are different concepts. I repeat again, but they both work together.
Yeah. Yes. I read that while I'm reading itself, and I was felt like that the both are looking same itself.
No, they both don't look same actually. They are different concepts. I'm just checking where is my file there. How can I miss that file? Yeah, this is a concept we have seen today.
No, why I'm saying the similar concept is in the sense. So load balancing is also same. I think for suppose I have one server, so I was created 2 instances. one server is capacity is 100 requests, then it is making it is a load, then it will be it will be diverted to second instance. Like that only I was taken the line.
Load balancing and auto scaling both are different concepts.
Okay.
Again, I'm repeating, they work same, but they both are different concepts. As of now, I'm not sure we are in a position to go there, but see here, load balancer is something and auto scaling is something. So when we go here, hopefully things will be more easier for you to understand. But as of now,
yeah,
they are different topic, but they are working together. Okay. And coming to Manisha again, I'm very sorry, Manisha. This is the only slot I have as of now. The only thing I can do is I can just manage 15 minutes here and there, but more than that, I'm not sure it is possible as of now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one more question. We are actually creating REST APIs by the help of Python and AWS as well. So after this class, can I do this? Can I create REST APIs by EC2 and other services?
See, whatever you need to learn for Python, whatever things you need to learn for Python. So this is our AWS administration. So this administration is needed for you as a Python profession, or maybe someone is from DevOps, or someone is from some other background, let us say database or multimedia or whatever. So this administration course is for all actually.
Okay, sir.
So you should have EC2. What you see here right now, here is all about EC2. It will take at least 12, 13 classes for me to complete this EC2. Like, instances, we have images, EBS, network and security, load balancing, auto scaling. It will take at least 2 weeks for me to complete. So after completing this, then you can use this particular concept according to your scenario.
Okay.
Okay. And there is one.
Main problem is the timing.
Yeah. So your office is at 11 a.m. That is what.
Actually, the meeting is always 10:30 to 11.
Okay.
Sometimes it's difficult to handle it.
So maybe as of now, maybe I can't say anything. Maybe you can go for the next batch. Next batch can be like after maybe a couple of weeks, or maybe next week. I'm not sure. My slots are not available as of now. So, but right now, this is the only new batch I'm starting, Manisha. I'm again very sorry for this, but this is the slot.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. One more question is there, like, which virtual platform we will use while learning? We are not using any virtual platform, Naresh. We are directly connected to the AWS platform, and there we are learning everything. The console that you see right now on your screen is your AWS console, whatever you see here. This is all your AWS console. So we are directly connected to the actual data center, and we are learning everything on the data center. AWS people have two options. One is they are allowing us to create an account as a student, or for like, personal account. So we will see how to create an account. Then I'll explain you how you should create an account and how you can do all practicals. So we are directly connecting to the data center. See, can you see here all the data centers? Now I'm connecting myself to my Mumbai data center, which is nearby to me, which is in India. So I can do some configuration here. Directly we are learning that. Okay. Now I'm sharing a mail ID here.
Out of the VMware, ESXi, and Microsoft Hyper-V platforms, I was asking about those three.
Okay, actually, no, we are not learning those things because that is not our work. Virtualization will be taken care by the cloud provider itself. What we need to know here is what is virtualization, how it is working, then which virtualization is used by the cloud provider. That is what we need to know. But we are not using any virtualization, or we are not working on virtualization. I'll just come to your question. Wait a second. I'm just writing my mail ID.
Sure.
So I just send the mail ID. This is my mail ID. So in case if you have any other queries at any time, you can come to me on that mail ID. But coming to your question again, let me just show you one slide. It will be easy for you to understand. We'll see this again in coming classes, but still, this is the actual cloud infrastructure. Can you see the blue color one? Networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. This will be taken care by the cloud provider. So this is not under us. So what you should know, what is virtualization, how it is working, and which virtualization the cloud provider is using. That much knowledge you should have. We are working from operating system level up to the application level. This is the best answer for your question.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there is one more question coming from Raghu. He says, is it not possible to run multiple applications in single VM? It's a good question. We can run multiple applications in one VM, but there is something called load. Normally we follow a rule in networking, and that rule is one server, one service. Service is called application also. One server, one service. But if you want to install two services in one server, that is possible, but that is not recommended, because in case if that server is down, how many services are down now? 2 services are down. So for that reason, we will not go with that. So that is the universal rule we follow. That is not mandatory, but that is better. So one server, one service is the rule we follow. Okay, fine. So yeah, that was the session for today. I'm here still for like 30 more seconds in case anything else we will see. Yeah, Raghu.
Sir, after learning this course, how much experience we get, sir?
See.
I have a.
Okay, how much gap you have? Whatever gap you have, let me just tell you one thing. You're learning this.
Gap, sir.
How much gap?
4 years of gap.
4 years of gap. Okay, after completing this course, you may get up to like 2 years of experience. You can put 2 years of experience for sure. But if you want to put 4 years of experience, then I'll guide you to do something. I'll ask you to do something. Means go and read some documents and do this, do this, do this. If you can do all those things, maybe you can go up to like 4 years, or maybe you can go up to like 3 years. But my recommendation is you should not go with like 4 years.
Okay, sir.
Because that will put a lot of pressure on you. If you put 4 years, company will expect a lot of from you actually. So how you are filling your gap is a different thing. Getting a job is the main thing, right? So you should not put a lot of experience.
Yes, sir. Sir, how many projects will you teach, sir?
See, every topic we will take as a project actually. Every topic we will take as a scenario. So it's not like we will go only with one project at the end of the course. No. See, this is a project. What you see on your screen is a project. So we have to learn theoretically, then we have to implement practically. That is what you do in companies, right? That is the thing you do in the real setup. So these are the projects. So every day, whenever we do some practicals, we will make things as our projects.
Okay. How we are getting work, sir? After 2 years.
How we are getting work means you're saying job or what?
After joining company, how they are giving tasks like.
See, there are many roles within your cloud computing actually. There are basically you should learn EC2, VPC, IAM, RDS, and S3. These are the 5 major topics you should learn. So once you get a job, maybe they will put you on EC2 work, or maybe they can put you on storage work, or maybe they can put you on like VPC work. So till you get a job, you should have the concept of all the things. But once you get a job, they will put you on one or two services. That's it. That's the way things will work. You're not doing everything, whatever you're learning actually. There is a team. There is a team of 5 people, 15 people, 30 people, 100 people, whatever. So the task will be divided between all these people. So whatever task is coming at you, you should do that particular task. So they will hire you, or they will put you in a particular team, and their team is taking care of your EC2 machines. That's it. It will be like this.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, fine. So that's it, friend. That's it for today. And tomorrow is one more like some demo. We will try to see a bit more about cloud computing and the services and all those things. Then hopefully from Monday, we'll start our regular sessions. Okay. So that's it, friends, for today. See you tomorrow at same time at 10:30 a.m. This is the only slot I have as of now. 10:30 a.m. I can change this slot to like around 15 minutes, but more than 15 minutes, I'm not sure it will be possible actually. So I can just go up to like 10:45, that much I can do. But 10:30 a.m. up to 11:40, that is the maximum time. 5 minutes here and there we can manage every day, but that is the actual slot I have. Okay, friends. So for any other queries, let me just share you one number. This is the number of the DURGASOFT management. So the mail ID is the other thing. This is the actual number they have. Let me just add this number. There's that number. Okay, 9246 21 21 43 43. Yeah, so whatever questions or whatever other things you need to know, you can just call on this number, or you can send a message on WhatsApp. They will come to you and they will clear hopefully whatever doubts you have or whatever things you need to know. Okay, so this is a management number. You can call on this number. So that's it for today, friends. Thanks a lot again. See you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.